Welcome to
영국영어.
What's today's topic?
So today we're talking pottery. All kinds of pottery.
Yep.
So come grab a drink and come
Join us.
So pottery, otherwise known as ceramics. Have you tried it before? Have you tried it before?
Yes, just a few times.
Uh-huh.
But it's a really big thing lately, not just in UK, but also in Korea. Many people are into handcrafted hobbies, not just as like romantic date as a couple, but also their personal hobbies. Do you know something about pottery?
Yes, I do pottery. I've been doing it for a few years now. I've been wanting to try it for ages. But I think in a way, it's frustrating that there's so many ceramicists and it feels like it's a trendy thing. So I sense it might be less trendy in future. Yeah. But it works out quite conveniently because there are more accessible ways to engage in pottery now.
Yeah, and so, there's community.
Yeah, community studios. So I'm part of a community studio where I pay a certain amount every week to use the area for a few hours. Oh. So it makes it more accessible and more engaging, more affordable. But it's still expensive to do. It's still, I could be spending that money on a gym or more classes.
No, it adds the value on your life.
It does.
Oh, I'm curious, what was your first encounter with pottery? What made you fall into pottery?
Well, I'm quite crafty. I like doing things with my hands, often painting. I remember when I was in Japan, I went through a phase where I would paper mache things. And it was quite fun to try and paper mache a face. Not like on someone's face, but I tried to create faces and sculpt a little bit with paper mache.
What's it called? Mache?
Paper mache.
So you put plaster on your face and...
So I didn't do it on faces. I blew up a balloon and then I put paper mixed with glue on it. If you do it with wood glue, it makes it very strong. So if you want to make something more hard-wearing, that's a really good way to do it. And that was really fun because I made this was when I was in my mid to early 20s. I'd have friends over, we'd have a little drinky, and then we'd all paint this face I'd made because I'd made her funny. She had like a cone head. So we called her Miss Lady Conehead, and I set her out to look out the window. It was strange, but
I can imagine.
I've always liked sculpting and touching, and I've seen people do pottery, and I've always thought it would be good.
Yeah.
There's also a show called The Great Pottery Throwdown.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't think so. It's on Channel 4. Yeah. Have you watched it?
No, I don't think I have.
Have you watched...
It's a documentary?
It's a reality competition show. Have you watched The Great British Bake Off?
Bake Off? It's like baking competition.
Yes, with Paul Hollywood, with the blue eyes, and he's like, I'll shake your hand, and maybe not.
Definitely not.
How have you not seen...
That sounds really intriguing.
Surely you have seen The Great British Bake Off.
I'll put it on a screen up here that people can know what it is.
But basically it's like that. But instead of shaking hands, the person who presents it, he cries when he sees someone who's made pottery that's really good. It's really good. Yeah. And men should cry when they feel emotional and when they see something beautiful. And I think it's a very positive message.
Agreed.
Well, I do know how to derail a conversation, but
what are the different kinds of pottery? Because when I think of pottery, I know that it's making something with your hand, molding things.
Yeah, so there's hand building, and there's a few techniques there, sort of slab building where you roll the clay out and then put it together flat. Oh, there's coiling.
Well, what's coiling?
It's where you make a long sausage. You roll it out. Or you can extrude it with a machine.
Yeah, like a pasta machine. Like a pasta.
Exactly. Yeah. Perfect. Because I was trying to think of what other situations we extrude.
Yeah.
Because it's a good word, but it's not used that often.
Yeah, it's not common.
But then you cut it and build it up in layers, coil by coil. But then you also have throwing, which I think most people... When they think of pottery, they think of throwing.
Yeah, drawing is the one that there's like a spinning wheel. Wheel drawing, we call it wheel drawing, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. You can say wheel throwing on the wheel. So when you tried pottery, did you hand build or did you throw?
I tried a wheel drawing pottery because my friend gave me kind of a experience voucher thing that I can go with her and build one of the wheel drawing. Well, I think I kind of fantasize about pottery. It's a lot, a lot more hard work than you think, because you do it with your hand, like playing around like small muds with your hand is fun. But if you do like a giant bunch and you have to pay attention, focus, I was so tired afterwards.
It's really hard, and I feel like when you throw, it's you use your whole body, because if you do it badly, you get very bad back pain. Like you really have to hold your core straight, be balanced.
Yeah.
Which is, I've started throwing.
Yeah.
And it's hard. I feel more comfortable hand building because it feels like I have more control.
Yeah. The other thing I prefer like hand building is because you can express your creativity.
Yeah.
A lot more like flexible way than wheel drawing, because wheel drawing I think is more suitable for like dish or like bowl building, right?
You get really clean symmetrical lines, which, well, you're supposed to. When I throw, that doesn't happen.
It's more artistic if you do it with your own hands.
Yeah. Well, you get different effects. Like, I really wish I could create a cleaner look, but I am always drawn to making things wobbly and, having that creative sculptingness to it.
I think it's your own style. So you have your own ceramic.
Yeah, I have a ceramics Instagram, which is on screen right now, flashing. And for those of you listening, my ceramics Instagram is called ninique.ceramic.
I'll put it down on the description.
ninique. That was my nickname as a kid.
Let me think.
So this is a hand I sculpted quite early on. So it's one of my earlier pieces.
I'll hold it for you.
And it's the most useful thing I've ever made in my life. I hang my keys on it, or I used to, now I keep them in my bag, but it hangs things perfectly, including bananas. Like a whole stack of bananas can go on it. I've used it to present food. It's held like a giant Toblerone. It's just really fun to see what you can hang in it. I did try and balance a knife in it, and I think I didn't.
Did it fall?
It didn't fall, but I didn't leave it there. But it held the knife really well.
Yeah. I think what I really like about your ceramic style is like its texture. You said you want to make it smoother, but there are many people who make smooth, nicely made ceramic. I think it comes from like making this bubbly and bumpy.
Well, the reason it's bubbly and bumpy, and so personally, I wouldn't want this bubbly and bumpy. So it's because of the clay body that's being used. Do you know much about different clays?
What do you mean clay body? Is it like a main clay that you use?
Yeah, so the clay body is a way of saying the clay type. So you have like different stonewares, earthenwares, and porcelains as well. And within those, there's different types. So the bump is coming from the grog, which is like the little bits in it. It makes it firmer and easier to hold itself up as you're sculpting, but it means it might be a bit rougher. Things like porcelain wouldn't have grog in it, and that's why it's really hard. It's harder to throw, I think, for that reason.
Is it more expensive?
And many other reasons. Porcelain is more expensive. Let me show you. Don't think I've shown you this.
I want to see.
But a piece I've made. That's me back.
You're back.
So, whereas this is sort of, this is not reclaim. Things like,
I want to show up close.
Yeah. So I guess you really can't see the details too much, but I make lots of little heads. And they're really cute. You can put candles in them. They're made from reclaim, so a mix of lots of different clay bodies. But one that is a more expensive clay that I love is this. It's very light clay. I carved weird things into it. I like to carve like sort of like just random doodles from my head. But can you guess what the special property is to this clay?
Color, definitely. You don't really use much pastel pink color. But I can see it's a little transparent.
Oh!
It's a good catch.
Translucent, yeah. So it's so nice because it's like this. So this could be a cup or it could be a candle thing.
It's beautiful.
And then there's this one I love so much.
Yeah.
But the clay is so hard to work with. So this one's quite cracked. So it's not one I would sell. But it just looks like it's a flat surface. And when you put a candle inside, there's light that comes through, so it looks a lot better when it's dark. But I'm just addicted to playing with that right now.
Beautiful. Where did you get inspiration from, like trying to use this?
Well, actually, it's quite nice because at the studio, like there's loads of other ceramicists doing things. So I saw someone else using this clay called Parian.
Yeah.
Someone gave a bag, half a bag away because I guess they didn't like using it.
Yeah.
I took the bag. Well, it was up for grabs. I was allowed to take it. And I really liked it.
That's beautiful.
I'm bad at using it, but I really like it. But that's the whole thing. You just got to practice.
How long does it take for you to make something like this big? The doodles and like design, cooking?
It depends. Cooking, you wouldn't say cooking. You'd say
firing.
Firing. Yeah, because even though you're heating it, like cooking and baking is more food related.
Yeah.
But to fire it and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I had to throw this one first. So then that would have been maybe less than half an hour throwing.
Yeah.
But then that doesn't account for the other things I threw in that time that were not successful.
Yes.
And then it takes a long time to carve, actually. So I don't know, maybe a couple of hours carving and refining. And then you leave it to dry for a few weeks. I often lean towards leaving it to dry longer and more slowly, just to make sure it dries evenly.
Yeah.
And then you fire it once. It takes this maybe 15 minutes to glaze, less than that. But other things might take longer to glaze. But it really depends. And I'm not good at timing myself. It's one of those things that if I didn't enjoy the process, it's not worth doing. It really is a joy for me. So that's why I do it. Do you have anything like that in your spare time? Something crafty, creative?
I hope. She really inspires me to do more like artistic, like crafty stuff. She hosts like art nights sometimes, which helps me to unlock my creativity.
What has been... So can you, tell everyone what an art night is and, which art nights you've liked?
Yeah. So art night is... We just like gather around with friends and do one kind of art that often Vero chooses it. And the things that we have done is random painting. We just grab like our painting stuff. It can be pencil, it can be paper, color paper, or like watercolor, whatsoever that you have. And then we'll just draw random things just all together. And one of the things that I really loved, I think it was you wanted to decorate your picnic mat. And then she just gave us some needles and some threads, and she made us stitch it.
It was like embroidery was the theme.
Yeah, embroidery was a theme. I think I created like little leaves and hearts. But I think it was really creative approach because it was just like really normal, plain blanket. And I think you said you hated it.
Ugly. It's grey. It's grey. It's grey and checkered. No, not checkered. Checkered's not the right word.
Ugly. Disgusting.
It's just grey. It's just grey and ugly.
Yeah, she was disgusted by those like silver mat, and she was like, "Oh, let's decorate it." And we just each came out with like holding a tiny needle. And I couldn't even penetrate it properly because it's just like pretty thick mat. Remember?
There was a reason I invited you. I love embroidery, how it looks and the effect it has. But I hate doing it. It takes so long and I'm really bad at it. So I did tell everyone this is my strategy to make my picnic blanket look nicer.
It was fun. It was fun. Ever since then, like recently I received a gift as a watercolor painting kit. So I try to paint some stuffs whenever I have time. But it's just like realistically very difficult because handcraft, like crafting, means you need to put your time on it. And I'm quite busy all the time, so I can't really do it.
Yeah. No, and it's sort of, there's a reason why people who are artists and do crafts for a living, they take years to learn and be good at things. So like if we do it, like we can't expect it to be good, and we just have to sort of make sure we do things we enjoy to make it worth it.
That's true. Joy matters a lot. You know, as you said, we can't make living out of art unless you do like full time.
Yeah, or unless you have good contacts in the art industry. If you have like rich mummy and daddy who can get you the right contacts.
Or friends one day.
Yeah, I don't know. Who do you think might get me my my patron? You're gonna buy my...
I'll be happy to be your patron.
Oh, excellent. This costs £1,000. If anyone would like to give me... Actually, this costs £500,000. But if you...
Ooh, price jumps like significant.
Yeah, you got to get it now because the interest, inflation, it will increase. Next year, it might be 10 times the price. But have you ever bought art or like not from friends or anything, but what do you think of art collecting and sort of engaging in that way?
Remember we went to Affordable Art Fair recently?
Oh, yeah.
So we went to Affordable Art Fair. It says affordable, but it's technically not, right?
Well, technically, compared to how expensive art can be.
So the minimum was around like £1,000.
No, there was some for 300. 300, I think, was the solid cheaper one.
There was like tiny tin can that I can buy in £150. But except that, it was quite pricey. So it was like the whole area near the Hampstead Heath Park. You put like all the paintings, all the artists all around the world. I also saw some of the Korean artists. They were selling their art pieces, so people can walk in and look around, grab some stuff.
Yeah, some of the Korean ones were using, what's it called? Lacquer.
Yeah.
Lacquer and mother of pearl, I think. Mm-mm. They used it in such an interesting way.
It was beautiful. I really wanted to buy some. Regarding like if I've whether purchased any art piece before. Not really, but I really hope to. I try to go to art gallery as often as I can. Try to see... maybe grow my sense of art, that I can pick something that I really like. Maybe one day I'll definitely buy it. If I have a big house that I want to hang massive painting on the wall, that'll definitely be an option. Yeah,
it makes a difference to a space. I'd like a big painting.
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast.
Yeah.
I think it was a Guardian podcast, the Science Weekly, I think it was that.
Yeah.
And it was saying there was a study that shows that people who go to galleries more often live longer or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. I think it might be more correlation. I think if you have a luxury life and are richer and sort of healthier in many ways, you have time to go to galleries. So it could be that.
That's an interesting analysis.
Do you think going to galleries will make you live longer?
Yeah, in multiple ways. As you said, people who tend to go to gallery will likely to be in a surrounding that people around would go to gallery, which means they're interested in art, which means they have time. And then if they take their kids around to the art galleries and maybe purchase one, they tend to be more well off. But on the other hand, I think it's nice. For me, I go to art gallery when I want to cool down like my brain.
Yeah.
I just want to pause and stop thinking, just look at art pieces and wonder about, what does this artist intend to do?
Yeah. And it's quite nice, I feel, in some in the UK, there's lots of art galleries that are available for free. So you can just walk in and don't have to feel so stressed about, I need to see everything and get my money's worth. You can just
gives a break in your life. In that sense, I think it can be helpful. Not necessarily long life, but a little less like a stress-free life.
Yeah, I think so. Well, we did deviate from ceramics a little bit.
It was a really good session on talking about the pottery, art gallery.
Throwing, hand building, coiling.
Yeah. We're going to share all the list of like exercise, vocabulary, something that might be helpful for you on the description below.
So yeah, check it if you want to take your learning just a little bit further, and yeah, let us know what you thought in the comments.
And we're going to share her Instagram that I hope you can follow. Thank you.
Cheers.